All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mod and Pop Thrift. My name is Tom, and I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and that allows me to be a stay-at-home dad for my 5 kids. And my wife is a high school geometry teacher, math, algebra, but mostly geometry, and also electrical engineering this year, which is kind of odd. Anyway, on my shipping table, you can see trains from yesterday and this thing from yesterday. I still haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to put new incoming stuff because the other side of the garage needs to be a garage, not a death pile. So that's why those are there. Let's talk about what is selling on eBay right now. I think we may have found the new camera spot. I like this spot. I feel like it works. Here, long sleeve, crew neck, Green Bay Packers, CSA. If this was on a better tag, it probably would have sold for more. I don't remember what it sold for. If I'm guessing, I'm saying $7.99. This PSP, these games look a little different. This one has the manual and the game cartridge. So that's considered complete in box. Game, manual, case. There might have been some inserts with this, but nobody's going to fault you unless they're really trying to be overly particular. Nobody's going to fault you for calling that complete in box. That is what's generally understood to be complete in box. I've been arguing with people on Facebook in collector groups about whether or not this is complete in box or if it has to have every coupon that it came with in order to be considered complete. And my logic is this is complete because while everybody knows this should have a case, a game, and a manual, there is no database or even good kind of reference for what other inserts may or may not have come with this. So nobody can say definitively that this is not everything, even though it probably did have a coupon in it. Nobody knows what coupons would be missing from this. Coupons, registration cards, whatever else is unnecessary ephemera that doesn't relate to the game. Complete in box. This sold in like an hour and a half. Guys, well, I think this is going to be the new angle that we use. I like it. It seems to have me in frame well. I'm hands-free. And I can give you like accurate pricing, which is not something that I've ever been prone to. So this House of Blues shirt I got at on a whatnot. $7.64, buyers all in for $12.60. So it must have been plus shipping. This bear was left at the house when we moved in. It's like a wine bottle holder. He would be carrying a wine bottle, and then it is hand numbered. But that does not necessarily mean that it sold for a bunch of money. Sold for $24 free shipping. I'll put him in a shoebox with a bunch of bubble wrap and then cut the top down, and that will ship for probably $10, but I literally have nothing into it. Comps were between $25 and $30, so I priced it at $26.50 or something, and then somebody sent me a $24 offer, and I'm like, good enough. Night of the Living Dead, more VHS, horror VHS does well. I paid $1 a piece for these. First week of October, I want to say. Sold for $7.99, so I'm $2 in, $8 out, but I made my money on that VHS haul a long time ago. This Life is Good shirt sold for $7 even. I think I got this at Goodwill. The neckline is thrashed, and that doesn't hurt it too much if you disclose it. Because people want their old clothes. Sometimes they want their old clothes to look old. That certainly isn't something that's going to deter somebody who is a vintage t-shirt enthusiast, but it is something that you need to disclose to discourage people who don't want that from buying it. This I picked up for, I know I paid $8 for that Mickey tag. Isn't the hottest thing in the world, but it is good. So if you see stuff that has that vintage Disney tag, that is 2000s Y2K era, and this sold for $16.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $32 on this. and I paid $8. It'll probably only cost me, like, evidently, I don't know what, maybe this is going overseas or something, but the buyer paid 31 and only bought 17, so they're like $15 in shipping on this, and it'll cost me, like, I know I can get that in a legal priority, so it'll probably cost me under $8 to ship. So not only did I make 17, if they paid $14 for the shipping, then I'm probably going to be up another $8 on the shipping, and so it's like it sold for 24. So that works out well for me. Tracker, I picked him up to get the Bluey accessories, and he did. Actually, I haven't listed the Bluey stuff at all, but it's not going to do as well as I'd hoped. It certainly wasn't worth picking this up to get the Bluey stuff, but this guy sold for $9.99 plus shipping, so I made money on buying the Paw Patrol thing, donated the rest of the Paw Patrol thing, and Tracker and his Jungle Cruiser sold and made me profit, even if the Bluey thing never does sell. Jack Skellington, I know this was a Whatnot thing. I got it surprisingly cheap, especially considering that it is with tag. I would be hesitant to call something like this new with tag because it has, like, I don't know how well you can see the little staining on it, but it is really nice with tag, and a hat you don't see often. I buy almost anything that's got Jack Skellington's face on it. I don't like, I mean, I don't hate Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm not a fan, but I buy it because it sells. Hoarder House books. 3 Edgar Rice Burroughs books. These are the Martian series, which is, if you're familiar with the movies, John Carter, Disney movies, that's the Martian series by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and he also invented Tarzan. So that's everything that sold. Let's get it shipped. So I'm going to show this little trick again. I said I could get this in a legal flat rate envelope. It's for legal size paper, and it's paper thin. But here's the deal. If you stick your hand in there and push the corners down, you end up with this. You pinch the corners, and you end up with what is essentially a small cardstock box. And so if you do that, you can take something like this Mickey sweater, and it's tight, but it works. Sticking this Mickey sweater, and then I always blow that edge back out to give me the extra room back that is lost. It's just a very little bit, but it helps that envelope go back together, and then it helps to smush it onto the counter and kind of roll it into this adhesive, and roll it forward into the adhesive, and then it holds. Now I'm gonna tape here, here, and here, and I'm gonna bring this back out because that popped already. That tape, that adhesive, this thing could come apart pretty easy, and you don't want that. But now this is going to ship for significantly less. Or covering this buyer's information while still showing you guys the screen. But if I go to priority here, and it's not 1 pound, it is in fact 1 pound 10 ounces, which puts it at the 2 pound rate. So if we go over here and we change this to 2 pounds, it won't matter, but I want to see. So 2 pounds is going to ship at $12.42. So that $12.42 is why the buyer paid so much for shipping. But now if I go to flat rate and take this to legal, it was $12.40 something, and now it is $7.90. So that's a trick that can save you a lot of money on shipping even bulkier clothing items. That nobody would try to fit that into a standard flat rate envelope or a flat rate bubble, it wouldn't work. But the legal flat rate is bigger enough that I can fit jeans. That's an XL men's sweatshirt, and shipping for $8 means I get to put a lot more money in my pocket. Okay, so Evelyn and Mom are running errands, and I have 4 boys with me going into Goodwill today. We dropped off a bunch of donation stuff that we're clearing out from the storeroom, and Asher is waving at the side of the camera that is not working right now. Hi. Goodwill. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that video game thing. That is Disney stuff. You don't know what it is. It looks like it's Hallmark ornaments and just random Disney collectible stuff. But I think it's been in there for a lot of days. Okay. Depends on the day. New pure wool. This is like a
Dad, I'm gonna start here.
Brigade made in England. Okay. $4.99. Let's look into that. So I have a small army helping me look through the clothes at the moment. Okay, so this I'm gonna pass on. It's $5. It'd probably sell for 19 plus shipping.
I've never.
That is super cool, but I bet you $1,000 it's overpriced. 100. Stop it.
It's a nice table. Wait, that's like a.
It's
It's 100. Whoa, that.
soccer ball. What?
This thing caught.
That's a trophy.
Judah, do we need this hose reel? Oh, it looks like it's a new item, so it's probably way overpriced.
Hey, Dad, that soccer ball
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Why?
a
What
light.
does it say how many pounds this is? Hey.
I looked at that the last time I was in here. Hey, Dad, Levi just found this. It's from 2000. It's 15 bucks, which is more than I'd want to pay for it, but a 25-year-old
I'm
lamp
gonna make sure this is
from the studio store, it could be good. I think this is probably homemade. Yeah, because they're all different cutleries and they're marked. Tape, back, red hand. This is cool, but it's a Starburst clock somebody made for a kitchen. It carries a gigantic, heavy, crazy battery that I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. Let's see what this is. A Firewire audio interface. It looks like the kind of thing that would be small and expensive, and Bearing is a decent name brand.
fish.
This is supposed to have a power cord, obviously, and some like install instructions and stuff, so it's probably $20 if it was complete, but it's not remotely complete. What on earth is that? Football helmet with some paint all over it? Good night.
What?
It's very elaborate. $4. What kind of brand are we talking about? Gear Pro? Oh. Shut. Huh.
No, I'm not.
Let's go see what's in the toys. This is our generation. I keep getting fooled by these our generation ones. These are cool looking dinosaurs. Look at this guy. Levi.
We're not kidding. It's a.
I want it.
Dad, laser tag gun.
Laser tag gun.
I was like, I've always thought these barrels were cool. Can we get this, Dad?
No. You just got a laser tag that doesn't match.
But I
Ooh, monster truck mayhem. What is that? 25 bucks. It's like monster truck slot cars. Did not know such a thing existed. There's a bunch more Nerf guns over here in a box.
Hey, Dad, I found a bunch of these in there.
Well, that blue one is good.
Dad, it has a Nerf dart in it.
Wait, that one looks like what Pop.
Okay, so this gun is going to pair well with the one that I already am having trouble listing at $5. This is $347, and this Scooby-Doo lamp has comps as high as $70. So I'm going to take a shot on these candle things. They're glass stars that hold a candle. They're $3.97, and the box is entirely in German. So who knows? Okay, so this box is like worth $10, and I think they're asking $3 for it, but I actually moved it when I tried to look at the price. So I think we're gonna pass. This is vintage cast iron. They're $9.40 a piece, and they're number 8s. And I know I don't have a number 8, so I might grab one of them to use. I don't know if I'm gonna buy them to resell because they're unmarked. $11.79 for all that Thomas stuff. That's pretty cool, but I wouldn't have any idea what to do with it. This is cool. It is, I think it's actually a resistance weight. It turns your stationary bike in, or turns your bicycle into something you can ride in the house to like put miles on even when it's not nice outside. Caleb sees what I came over here to find. We're gonna buy these golf clubs, but not for the golf clubs. This has old balls and new old stock tees in it. The head covers are good. It's got old gloves and Arnold Palmer gloves. So for $5, that's gonna be a pretty good pickup. So the clubs are basically junk. They're no solds for anything. I thought maybe this one unusual looking putter that has name Denny Shoot on it might be something. I'm not gonna mess with the bag at all, but this is the other stuff that was in there. These DTs are about $10 a pack.
Yeah.
There's a bag full of tees. The golf head covers are going to be pretty good. This tees have some coins in it, so we'll see what's there. And then this thing is kind of the outlier. Made in Hong Kong, it's vintage, it's cheaply made, but it's interesting. So we'll see what's what. No, that Friends series is not worth anything. It's weird. Nissan OEM like tool rack that goes in the back of like an Xterra, and for like $3 or $4, $4, it's definitely worth getting, even though it's going to be a pain to store and ship. Yeah, 50 cents a piece. We'll get those desk lamps. If you have known me for 25 years, you would know that this jacket was a staple of my 20s. I'm tempted to buy it. I don't think it would fit. It's so cool. It's not cool, and that's the point. Judah is taking the carts back into the store, struggling on the struggle bus. We are done. We busted the shade on the Scooby-Doo thing, but I bought it anyway because I think I can repair the shade, and I'll sell it with a repaired shade, but at $60 plus shipping, and we paid $15. Maybe I get $40 plus shipping, but I paid $15. Or maybe I get it repaired to where it doesn't even have to be declared that it's repaired. Yeah, pretty good haul. I'm excited to get into that $5 golf thing and see if I can beat Levi with my $5 for, we'll see what happens. Tell them to like and comment.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.
See you on the next one.